when I swam in the dark ages, all we did was swim and train. We didn't do nutrition, sleep, all that stuff. And people have obviously done that in the last 20 years. And now people are focusing not just on their physical health, like I just mentioned, but their mental health. And it's a huge issue in swimming, massive. Depression, results from anxiety. All guests have talked about depression. All guests have talked about mental health in this show. Every one of them, elite athletes. You've been quite open about it as well, and you've worked with Susanna Mueller quite a lot. And I was really interested in what you said and what she's been writing about with brain sporting, and that. And forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, but from what I gather, those are symptoms of this problem. Anxiety, overthinking things. That's anxiety of things in your past that your body has subconsciously put behind, and you guys call those brain spots. And you work to try and figure those brain spots, therefore the symptoms disappear. Would you be open to talking more about that? Because I'm really interested.
Definitely. Yeah. So she contacted me back in January or December, and at first I was like kind of hesitant because I was like, I don't have a mental block. Like, of course not. Like I'm fine mentally. I'm good. I didn't want to accept it, even though in my mind I was definitely like, I mean, backtrack NCAAs. I mean, I guess backtrack to everything. This is kind of what I posted is having so much success at a young age, breaking Michael Phelps's national record when I was 10. And then you don't really see too many 10 and under national record holders like kind of keep going just because of I don't know if it's a spotlight. I don't know if they kind of break out too early, but I've been blessed that I've been one of the few that have been able to kind of keep the success going. And, but having spotlight on your name in the swimming world from a young age is not easy because people love to place expectations, on you. And for a long time that I thrived under that. I was like, people believe in me. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to the next level. But then once it gets to the point where it's like really hard to make these teams, especially we're the best swimming country in the world. I mean, our Olympic teams and World Championship teams are the hardest teams to make. So I began to put pressure on myself and kind of spiraled and was overthinking and began to think that if I didn't get this goal, my identity as a swimmer was going to be impacted, and that like, what are people going to think of me then? And so, yeah, I did have a mental block, and I think that came out at trials. I overthink at trials. Obviously NCAAs before it. I think a little bit of NCAAs this year. I was still trying to work out all those mental blocks. But yeah, like you said, it's figuring out what's causing your body to kind of, because at the end of the day, like, your body's trying to protect you. Your brain's trying to protect you. It's trying to hide those emotions. But it makes it really hard to figure out what the issue is. And so brain spotting kind of just uncovers those. And I was able to become aware of what causes me to feel so much pressure. And then just really kind of do like mental therapy on that. And definitely the most confident I've ever been now. Obviously, like I said, I know there's so much pressure on me now, and the better you get, the more pressure there is. So there's going to be more pressure on me now than there ever has been before. But I know how to deal with it now. And that's something that I'm really excited about. And I feel like it's going to take my swimming to the next level. And I know why I swim now. And it's not to please anyone else. It's not to please myself just because I'm getting these accolades. It's because I love swimming and because I'm obsessed with making myself faster. Because I think that's the coolest thing in the world, when you can find something small that makes you faster. And I think that brings me so much joy in sport. So that's kind of I'm really excited about. I feel like that's kind of why I don't need a break. It's because I'm so excited about where I'm at and the process of it all.